Welcome back to episode 12 of the Project Stardust podcast. You're joined by me, Jordan, and Christian Terry to my left or right. I don't know how that looks on the
Side by
review,
side.
but you're on my side, and we're gonna talk about Star Wars this week. To open things up, I did want to mention about James Earl Jones passing the past week. Show your shirt.
Culture Kings, top, good brand.
Yeah,
Kind of reminds me of Warren Lotus if you're familiar with the game, the fashion game.
yeah.
Back is dope. Pretty cool.
So Terry's honoring Vader in this episode today, but yeah, it's really sad news. I mean, he was still doing a lot of jobs still, right? With
Yeah, voice acting
Obi-Wan
for
was
sure.
pretty recent, relatively
Yeah.
recent. And then
Oh yeah.
Coming to America with Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy, right? He was in there,
Mm-hmm.
so
He was the
it's just
dad.
sad.
Mufasa
Yeah.
in the
Uh,
Sandlot too. If you went to like some baseball movies,
yeah. Any words or anything that you have to bring up about this?
I did want to add that I feel like a lot of people are forgetting, but I do think what he did before his death was super smart. So when the Kenobi show was coming out, and he supposedly he did some of like the voice work for it, but I had also heard that they also used like AI for some parts of it too. But he signed a deal with Disney that after his death, Disney's allowed to use his voice via AI or like recordings or anything. But the royalties from them using that goes to his family. So I thought that was like super smart because it keeps the income to his family and everything. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. But yeah, I just wanted to add that because I feel like not a lot of people are talking about that. And I think that's such a smart thing to do, especially in this day of age with technology. And
And
especially for
AI, trying to
and for
regulate
how old
everything
he
with
is.
AI.
He's just so smart for that because I don't really hear a lot of people talk about that. Really, that's like, it's almost like an insurance, like a, what do they call it when you die? Like you have a life insurance. Like it's like almost like another life insurance for him. But like, yeah, it's just there. He's just always gonna make money because Disney's always gonna use this. Like this is what you got to do. Make
Yeah,
more of this.
yeah. But overall, just sad
Sad.
news. Very legendary in the Star Wars universe. Every time you
Iconic.
hear his voice, you're gonna just think of him.
Agreed.
Yeah. So a lot of ethical debate on whether or not it's okay. But I mean, like you said, he signed off of it, so I don't know.
I mean,
We'll
hey,
see. Yeah, we'll see how they integrate him. But
he is for it. I'm for it because in the end of the day, this isn't about him or us. It's about his family, and they're making the profit off of it. That's really what my concern is. It's like if Disney was doing it on their own without talking to him or his family, then it'd be a very big issue. That's just me, though.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Heading into the second segment, we have Hayden Christensen talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi season 2, and I know even Ewan McGregor was
Yeah.
talking about it as well. But
They
Hayden
want it.
Christensen states here, if it means that I get to do one more with Ewan, and it's a no-brainer. But I really hope that he continues with the character. We heard
Yeah.
that Ewan McGregor really wants to continue as well with the show and the character. He feels like there's so much more to explore before episode 4, A New Hope. So looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Looks promising. Maybe we'll see something. But
Yeah.
they were talking about it just because they were able to introduce Ewan McGregor's star on the Hollywood Walk of
Mm-hmm.
Fame. So congrats to Ewan McGregor. But it gives us kind of hope for season 2, maybe, or just a
Yeah.
lot of bluff.
No, definitely. Like, there's a video that shows Hayden like getting excited when he sees Deborah Chow, which is funny to me because I'm like, oh, that's cool. But like, he's hyped, and they want to come back. Whether it means that the story is gonna have Vader in it, which I hope it does. Um, do I think if they do continue the story, do I think it's gonna be like, oh, they're gonna meet each other again and fight? I don't think it needs to be that. I think season 2 can really be focusing on the training, what it means to be a Jedi versus what it means to be a Sith, and see how they continue their training in two separate ways. Seeing how Anakin keeps falling and no longer becoming Anakin, becoming Vader more and more, and then seeing Obi-Wan transcend into the Jedi we see in A New Hope. Really, just more of that, more of his teaching with Qui-Gon, and having Yoda involved would be amazing.
That would be cool, actually.
Yeah.
Thinking about it,
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see season 2.
I would. I
I want
very
to know
much
what
would.
there's relatively 5 to 10 more years, right?
Yeah.
between
Oh yeah.
the end off to
Hmm.
New Hope. So there's a lot
I
to
don't think they're milking
uncover.
it. I think it's important. I think it's a very key role. Like I said, I still think you can do a lot with Vader. I think it's really
I
important to
agree.
see. Like,
And this is
like,
what we were talking about as well, just because we could see these two projects as season one and season two as different things.
hmm
First season being Kenobi, second season being Vader.
yeah.
So maybe more Vader, and then we have Obi-Wan Kenobi on the side as well doing his training.
And then
So
I'd like to see more flashbacks too, if they have them. If they could do
oh,
more
those
Anakin,
were
and
so heartwarming seeing them.
they were, and it'd be amazing to see more of them. And then like I said, I think the parts of Obi-Wan that were like really good to me, I liked a lot, was the reminiscing of how Obi-Wan felt, and then the emotions that he showed for Anakin and everything. Like those were just like the best parts of the show. Those were like that part. Those parts alone were like, wow, I need more of this.
Definitely, and seeing Vader pulling away
Yeah.
further and further from that person who
Mm-hmm.
Anakin was heartbreaking.
Sad.
And seeing Obi-Wan's Kenobi too, and like Kenobi's reaction to that is very heartbreaking as well.
And
And those
yeah.
two are just phenomenal together. Their chemistry is amazing.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
Even
You need to meet them.
yeah, even with the even with the action too, it hasn't missed a beat from when they finished production on Revenge of the Sith.
Nope. Still dope. Especially when Vader kills that like father and son. Just cracks their neck with the Force. It's insane.
Uh,
It's dark. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I live for that. I'm just saying like it really showcases Vader.
so specific.
Because no one talks about that either, man. It's not just me.
You got some father issues or something.
It's traumatic, all right? It traumatized me. I was like, oh damn, he killed the father and the son. All the son said was like, no, dad, and he just cracked the son's neck.
There
It's
was
like,
like no
damn.
music.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's dark.
Yeah. Return to form. I loved it. And jumping to our next segment, just wanted to congratulate the Ahsoka team as it is now an Emmy-winning series. They
Woo.
won for the category of Best Fantasy Sci-Fi Costumes. What do you think about the award that they
um,
won?
yeah, that's good. I mean, they recognize how much detail they put into the show. I think it's really important to make sure you have like that important world view of how everything looks. Um, you know, they really have been using that or utilizing the what do they call it, the void, where like there's like the
The
TVs all
volume.
volume. Yeah, so like they really utilize that well. And then on top of that, with the costumes and everything and the amount of detail, like we learn a lot from those outfits, especially when like the Clone War ones, and that flashback. But speaking on that too, um, well, real quick, what do you think about it too, though? Like, what's your overall opinion on that?
Oh,
Like them winning and
I
stuff.
think I didn't see the category and the nominees, but I'm happy
Same.
that they won.
Yeah.
I did wish that I don't even know if they got nominated for it, but I did wish they did win for the opening theme music as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
I
didn't
think
even
they did
think
an amazing job there.
that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I'll give you that. But now we're like pretty much a year ago from around this month when the episodes were coming out, especially the episode where we got to see
August, right?
Anakin
Yeah,
again.
August, September,
And
yeah.
so looking back from now or from here to now, like what's your opinion on the show now that we had a lot of time to digest it and everything? I mean, I haven't really rewatched it. I only rewatched those two episodes when we see Anakin again because I was like, I need to re-see this part. Like
Not
those
really.
parts are really cool to me. But in general, though, like now that we were a year away from when it came out, what do you think about it now?
I still love it. I haven't
Yeah.
watched it recently
Okay.
again, but I have heard topics and discussions
hmm
about it still
hmm
to this date, so it's kind of still nice to see it refreshed in my brain and think about it. It's a good time, and seeing Dave Filoni kind of take control and take lead um to this project was really nice to see. Live action project rather. So
hmm
I think it was really good, and I look forward to season two. I mean,
Yeah, that's
going
another
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
They're filming it. They're getting it ready now.
definitely. So
So.
the with that topic, it was Natasha confirming that season two will begin filming allegedly, maybe summer 2025.
hmm
Doesn't give us a good timeline of things, as it looks like it will get pushed further away from the release of it.
So does that mean that this comes out before the movie, or does this come out after the Mandalorian movie?
It might be after then, right? Because the
Damn.
movie would be 2026 May.
I was kind of hoping the movie was everybody links up to fight Thrawn, but if it's something else,
I'm,
then I'm kind of more interested too now.
we'll see. I,
Yeah.
I remember John Favreau was talking about how the movie would be a good return to form of how Mando and Grogu are on their adventures. So I don't even know if they're gonna do a big thing lead up, but that's what
Damn.
was
Okay.
right. That was what the story was about, right? When Dave was writing it, was this whole big collaboration of all the characters meeting up. So I don't know. We're all just hearing a bunch of rumors now.
I know, yeah, at this point, I have no idea what's going to happen. But either way, I'm here for it. Let's see what happens. Season 2 for Ahsoka, I am hyped for it. It seems like we're going to get more Hayden as well, because in the end, his Force Ghost was still present. And that's the real question. It's like, why is he still lingering? Why is he still around? So
Mhm.
that's another key to the story as
Yeah.
well. And then, especially with the father, the daughter, and the son spirit, or the brother and the sister, um, that's going to play a huge role in all of that too. So I'm excited for all that lore, because like I said, I think those Clone War episodes were like super advanced. Not like as in like, oh, it's hard to understand, but like there's just so much lore behind there that for them to only do 2 episodes on that, it's insane.
I agree. I mean, what are you thinking about it since you were the one who watched it relatively recently?
I think there's going to be more to the story. I've been seeing a lot of theories. We talked about it before, but like the mother, uh, who's like supposedly like the worst known entity of the Force, Force ghost or spirit or whatever. If it has something to do with that's crazy. Now that, is it Ray Parks or Ray Stevens? Ray Stevenson for his name,
You Stevenson,
the
yeah,
actor. Ray Stevenson. So now that he passed away, his specific characters, they're gonna probably, get a replacement, recast it,
I
but
think they have to
they
because
have
he's
to.
such a
Yeah,
great character for the
they have
story.
to. But that's the thing too. His character puzzles me the most, because he's like, what is he seeking? And
True.
they're all still on this planet, so there's a reason they're still on this planet. Anakin's still on the planet too. So like, it's just, I don't know. I want to know the bigger piece already. I want to know the story. Even and then plus you already have that bombshell of Thrawn getting ready to resurrect more zombies. So
Yeah.
it's like, what's going on? We're like, this is chaotic. That's why I thought this was leading up to the Mando movie. I was like, okay, we're gonna have like an Avengers level threat. I don't want to compare it to Marvel, but that's what it seems
Definitely.
like.
And we'll see
But
where it goes for sure.
yeah,
Maybe we get more
definitely.
leaks.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I'm really starting to feel like now that we have Mando, and then now that we have Ahsoka, it seems like we're really doing a lot of the prequel stuff. Well, not prequel stuff, but like before the sequels of like Force Awakens and everything. That I feel like now that's like their main priority, and I feel like we're gonna get young Leia again. We're gonna get a young Solo again. We're gonna get a young Luke again. I mean, not meaning like, oh, New Hope, like when they're kids. No, I'm talking about like after Return of the
Mhm.
Jedi and everything. Whether that means we get Alden, what's his name? The guy that played Solo.
I don't know his last
Yeah,
name, but
well,
I know who you're
him.
talking about. Yeah.
I mean, if they bring him back, I'm down for that. Which like leads to the next topic, which you're probably going to be bringing up right now. But like Lando, like they could bring him back too.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, Lando. Donald
Mm-hmm.
Glover was speaking about his movie. He said, "As a Star Wars fan myself, I think it's important that there just needs to be more fun being had. It's very hard to have fun right now." I don't know in what context that was. I didn't read the full article itself or full video, as the source was pointing towards, but I'm confused just because maybe they're asking him in a time where right now just because he was doing his concerts right now he
Mm.
took a pause just for his health, so I don't know if it
Yeah,
was at the same time as that or whatnot.
I think he said that too, though, because as Star Wars fans, like it's a very critique environment. Like everything you do, it's not going to be like, or it might be like, it's very divided. Um, and me personally, I don't know what the key is to really appeal to both groups. I really feel like it's one or the other. Like I'm definitely not the person to be like, oh yeah, like I can make something and everyone's gonna like it. We could all say that, you know what I mean? We can all just be like, this is what we want. We want action. We want a good story. Cool. But somewhere down the line, you're gonna have people that are gonna be like, oh, this story's too redundant. We've seen the story before. Oh, this is all it is. We see no character development. It's always going to be something. So I think when he said that about Lando, I think he was more like, I just want to tell a tale about Lando being a smuggler, being a hustler in space and everything. But people are going to be like, well, that's not really Lando like, or this, that. You know what I mean? Like it has a lot of constraints of what you can do with that character. At least that's what I'm getting from that quote. I feel like.
Definitely. But I just feel like Star Wars had a very passionate fan base from the beginning.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Past the original trilogy.
Yeah.
From the prequels, very passionate fans, and like you mentioned, very divided as well with how the story was, how the script was, and all that sort. So I just feel like it's just been very passionate from the beginning, and like you mentioned, you can't feel anyone and everyone.
Yeah.
So you just, I believe the creators just have to make something that they're really proud of.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day.
I agree,
Truly,
but at the same time,
truly proud of.
At the same time, you know how many people have been proud of their work, and it's not that good. I'm like, damn, son, this ain't it.
Truly proud of it.
So
I just, what I meant with that, what I was going with that was Gareth Edwards with Rogue One. It was, everyone's so passionate about that project that they made such a good project. Even so, I feel there's some people that don't like that movie. So
yeah,
it is what it is, right?
I know people who don't like it, and I'm like, that's crazy. We know people who don't like it. We see people. I be sending you, and I'm like, this person is crazy, bro. Like, what? Yeah. Like, it's a suicide mission. What do you want? Like, you want Force? Like, bro, these people are non-Force users. They're normal people.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Oh well, it is what it is. Because then they're gonna be like, why have the Star Wars name then if it's nothing to do with Force people or the Force users and stuff? And you're just like, well, it's the universe, bro. Like, I don't know. It is what it is. Like I said, you can't appeal to everybody.
Definitely not. Going into the next topic, we have the new alleged Star Wars Pirates show possibly coming out and being in production. So that is reportedly having Jude Law star in it. Any thoughts? We did get some new set photos of the skeleton crew. So
yeah,
it's coming closer, but they are in production with a possibly new project called Pirates. What do you think?
So it seems like they're going like all in with the skeleton crew. That they're like, this is going to be a show everybody likes. No, I'm nothing bad about that. Like I'm for it. I mean, it's been getting a lot of positive reactions. A lot of people like it. A lot of people are like, okay, this is dope. Like people who are hardcore Star Wars fans are like, oh, okay, cool, something different. Because like we get the trailer, they're in a whole city. Like they got public transportation and everything. You're like, damn, they could be this civilized. Like, but I mean, it's Star Wars though, But it just seems like they're going all in with the story now because we know Jude Law's in it. We know that their pirates are also in that show. In the trailer, I don't remember if he uses the Force or not, but like they make it look like he's a Jedi or something, but now it kind of confirms he's just a pirate. But yeah, he's dressed like Lando, he's got that little musket blaster, which is kind of funny that they're like, oh, pirate, and they give him a whole musket, which is pretty funny. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm for it. It seems kind of interesting, so I'm just very curious of like what defines a space pirate. We kind of seen some of it in Mando, and Pondo is like a space pirate, but yeah, what treasures are out there? You know what I mean? Yeah, Coaxium.
Yes, to smuggle.
I
am curious because I wonder if the name itself is just a placeholder for something like a code word project that they haven't revealed yet. But if it is pirates, I want to see some Caribbean action there,
Yeah, well, it seems like he's not going to die in Skeleton Crew, so we know that. So, so we'll see.
Yeah, definitely, and I kind of feel like it is more so diving into the realm of what George kind of envisioned for the future of the projects, where it's just a rundown, universe where people are just stealing and stuff. So there's a little bit of a rise of the pirates there.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because it's
any leadership, but
after Return of the Jedi.
Definitely, yeah. So they're still trying to find structure and leadership again, right? So seeing pirates should be kind of cool in a little revolutionary universe in which people are just trying to make their way.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with it. We'll see how it
I'm just,
goes.
yeah. I'm just theorizing here. We'll see
Yeah.
what they do. We'll see what they do.
Yep.
We'll see if it is pirates. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And something you wanted to talk about was these Legos here.
I did.
Yeah, definitely. And this is one of the sets that they announced was Jabba's Sail Barrage,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
releasing
not
October 6th for
the
$500. But what do you think?
biggest like I'm not the biggest Lego person, but like I do like the reason why we're bringing this up is because if you buy this, you get a free lightsaber, Luke's Lego lightsaber thrown in, which is pretty cool. Because I was
The
just telling
Lego
you,
one, right?
yeah, I was just telling you
Yeah.
before the podcast. So I've never really been into Legos, but I had to get this. This is the 40th anniversary Death Star. You got this if you spent like 150 on Legos, and they threw this in for free, and like that this was the only way you could get it. Like I don't think you can get this any other way. I just had to get it because for one, it's the 40th anniversary, and two, it's like super small. It was only like 300 pieces.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, so I like it when they do stuff like that, especially since they know a lot of people are into Legos, especially because of the pandemic. You know, it had such a big revamp, and then not just that too, but now that you're throwing in something for free as well that you can only get from just buying that adds more value to those
Definitely,
things. You know what I mean?
definitely, yeah.
Like this, like I haven't seen what the resale is. I mean, it could be a lot, it could be a little bit, but either way, I just know not a lot of people have this. You know,
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I like rare stuff like that. So that's why I just wanted to bring that up into the conversation of this
As
because
we
it's
talk
cool.
about as we talk
Yeah.
about the category Legos, we talk about the video game side of Star Wars, where
Oh.
Knights of the Old Republic remake has had some news. After heavy investment, Saber Interaction's slate of upcoming games have been confirmed, starting with Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. However, remake is no longer present. Could the Knights of the Old Republic remake have become something new? What are you thinking?
I don't know. I mean, if they want it to be something new, that's cool. We can finally get a brand new story, at least. But it is pretty sad to see that, they didn't go through with the story or the remake, excuse me. Because when that was first announced, everybody was hyped because they said it was supposed to be for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X. So everybody was like, all right, cool, we're gonna get better graphics. Because these are games you can't play anymore. Like I
Yeah,
understand that like people who have Steam on their computer and everything, I had heard now that the game is just so old that for some
it's
a
like
lot of new
unplayable.
yeah, it's like unplayable for the new computers. So it just kind of sucks that they haven't done anything yet for that. You know what I mean?
No, I get you.
So yeah, it is what it is. I mean, it sucks, but we'll
Hey
see. I'm
man,
kind of hoping they make more Star Wars games. So if they want to do a
yeah,
new story, I'm for it.
I mean, I wish we just had it come sooner,
Mm.
and it is just such a rich story that I just would love to see the updated gameplay of that, and it's so awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I have it like on my iPad. Like that was like the only thing that runs it well, and it's just
Mm,
yeah, it was cool. It reminds me of my childhood because when I first got an Xbox, like the first ever Xbox, that was the first game I got. I was like 6 or 5, but it was such a hard game for me because it's not like a normal game. It's like you press the button to like, oh, move here, okay, attack with this. It's one of
yeah,
those OG games, and yeah, I mean, it was cool, but it was hard for me at the time. But
yeah.
yeah.
And with the other game, Star Wars Jedi, the
Uh,
installment final trilogy, they confirmed that it is the final one. So
hmm
some exciting stuff there. I'm excited to play that one. I
What are your
wonder how,
thoughts on that? Because everyone's trying to theorize
like
that
where the
Cal is
story
gonna
is
die.
going.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
everyone thinks Cal's gonna die in that, but like, what do
But
you think?
I thought there was rumors that he might even be in this new era of Star Wars, right?
I heard that
They
too.
could put him
I,
there.
dude, he has a whole ass planet that like you can't even get to. Like, I'm for that. That means he's still alive somewhere in space.
Yeah,
That's what I think because it's like, well, where's he been? It answers that in the second game, and then now that
definitely.
they're there, it's like, oh, interesting. What's gonna happen? Um, and then everybody can say, well, that doesn't make sense. Well, if that doesn't make sense, how do you explain Hexagon? Like the Sith planet that no one ever
No
knew
one can
about.
explain that.
Yeah,
I'm just
no one
kidding.
can explain. Yeah, it's the same. So it's like, well, why couldn't the Jedi have a planet you couldn't get to either? Like,
I love that. I love that story.
that's
I
just my
love it.
argument. So I'm for it. I'm like, dude, I hope it ends like on a good story. I mean, obviously this kid has been through everything. You play both games. This guy has fought everybody, has lost a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not easy to be a Jedi in space, a Jedi during that time. And those games really solidify that. Like, oh man, even especially fighting Vader both
Yeah.
times. It's terrifying. But yeah,
Yeah.
good games.
The game's amazing. Survivor was great. I did play Fallen Order. I got the hang of things. I was able to play on the Grandmaster, and I was like, all right, this
Oh
isn't
man,
too
no.
bad. I could parry and everything. And then
Oh nah.
went to Survivor, and I was like, that took me even longer. It was each boss fight was 3 to 5 days to complete. I was like, I can't do this.
You got too much patience, man. I'd be screaming. I'd be screaming in my room, but like, nah, like even God of War's hard for me, man. I had to lower the difficulty to fight these bosses. Those barbarian kings, I'm going off topic. But either way.
Maybe we're getting old, man. I don't know.
Nah. We're not getting old. These games are just hard. I'm just give me a gun. I can't with these games, all right? These fighting games like that, I get my ass kicked every minute. It's not worth it. It's hard.
Insane, man. Would you play the game again before the other game comes out?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, if you have so I'm a big Xbox guy, but if you have the Game Pass, it's free right now. Star Wars.
Can we get some Terry content on Grandmaster?
Oh hell no! I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Come on, man.
Are you gonna have me recorded saying something bad and I get canceled?
For the pod, bro. For the pod.
Nah, that's a bad investment.
Into the last set of news, we had, I think basically Ridley was promoting a new movie of hers, but this is something you wanted to talk about.
I wanted to talk about this.
Critique your ranking here. So she first has her movie, Force Awakens, as number 1. Second
biased, but okay.
And yeah, Attack of the, what was this one?
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back, yeah. And
Makes
then
sense.
Third one, Rogue One.
I get it.
Fourth one, Revenge of the Sith, and then fifth
I don't get
is
it.
Attack of the Clones. So
I semi get it, but I still like Attack of the Clones. See, all right, like she even said too, people aren't gonna like me for this, and I was like, nah, we stopped hating. People stopped hating on you, and then she did it, and then obviously she put her movie first, which was wild, right? And I'm like, okay, well, I get it, maybe because of that. And then Empire Strikes Back, I get, but then she was like Rogue One, and I'm like, all right, cool. But then she was like, oh, Revenge. Like, she didn't even know the name of Revenge of the Sith. And then to me, I'm like, did you not watch the movies or what? Like, and then Revenge of the Sith is one of, like, a lot of people who didn't like the prequels like that movie.
Mm-hmm.
So that says a lot about that movie. So I feel like leaving it out of the top 2, it's kind of a mistake, in my opinion. Yeah.
Okay, so
what do you think about that?
Be here then?
What would my ranking be? I would probably be. It would be a hard one. I think it would be like 1 or 2 would be Revenge of the Sith. 1 or 2 would be Empire Strikes Back for me. 3 would probably be Rogue One. Okay. 4 would be Empire Strikes Back, and then The Force Awakens would be 5.
Oh wait, you said Empire Strikes Back twice.
Well, because I'm saying I'm stuck between Revenge of the Sith and Empire Strikes Back between 1 or 2.
1 and 2.
Spot 1 and 2.
So 3 Rogue One. So
yeah, and then 4 Attack of the Clones, and then 5 her movie.
So, but why would she put her movie last?
No. I mean, why would she? I don't know. No. She can do whatever she wants, but I'm just saying, like, to like kind of be like Revenge of the, what was it? And then it's just like, bro, what? Like, that movie is iconic as hell.
Yeah.
How you not gonna like Revenge of the Sith? How you not even gonna know the name of Revenge of the Sith? That's crazy to me.
I could agree with your rating. I would definitely put dang, you're right. 1 or 2 Empire Strikes Back or Revenge of the Sith. And then 3 has to be Rogue One because the other 2 are just iconic. And then Attack of Clones, and then what is this? Force Awakens.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree with your rating. Yeah.
Yeah. I just didn't agree with hers.
That's crazy.
Crazy stuff, man. I don't know how these interviewers be so nice. I'd be like, what? I call it out right away. Be like, you didn't like Revenge of the Sith or what? You didn't watch it? Oh, that's crazy. All right.
Yeah. Oh, I think that kind of wraps things up for this week of the pod. Do you have anything else you want to mention before we close out?
Nothing new. Everything's a little dry right now. Yeah, nothing new. But we'll see.
Did that Lego movie come out?
Did it?
Did it?
That's actually funny. I don't know. I think so because they were doing
If
a
it
lot
did,
of.
please watch it so we could talk
Oh, we
about it.
do. We need to. We really need to. Damn. I'm about to see right now. Anything new in the news? Last minute, real quick. Oh yeah, it is out. Yeah, Rebuild the Galaxy. Okay, gotta watch that.
No one's talking about it.
No one's
Well,
talking
we'll
about it.
talk about
Damn.
it. We're
We'll
gonna
talk about it.
watch
We'll be
it.
the ones to do
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna watch it and talk about it
Yeah.
for the pod.
Yeah.
We'll break it down and talk about it. So we'll see on maybe next week.
Yeah. Nothing
But
much. I mean,
yeah,
yeah, pretty much it.
let's just keep going. And I think that wraps things up for our episode here at episode 12. But appreciate anyone tuning in. We're gonna make some more of those YouTube shorts. I think those are pretty funny. And
Yeah, we have a lot of funny moments. So
yeah. So we'll be putting those up just more extra content there. But other than that, we'll keep going. We'll keep pumping things out. Appreciate your time. Thanks
yeah,
for
no more
tuning in with
Alkalite
us.
talk here. I mean,
We'll see unless there's more news about it.
unless there's a season 2. It's a
That'd be crazy.
miracle that happens.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
See.
But
Yeah.
and that's it. See you guys.
All right.